Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome to Cars, Golf, and Cigars. I'm your man, Kadon Sterling, and we are here today to do the second annual review of my 2015 F32 428i BMW. Thank y'all so much for being here. You know we're gonna have a cigar conversation, and I can't start the episode off without actually talking about who's sponsoring today's episode. Yours truly from FA Shoe Collection. All right, don't forget the shoes, baby. Don't forget the shoes. Another pair of Harlems, all white with the chrome. All right, you can get them directly from me. FA Shoe Collection, designed by yours truly. You don't want to miss out on these. The link will be in the description for you to get your own pair of these. And the red label is out as well. Harlem red label. It's the summertime. We're working. We're working on everything. Thank y'all so much for being here. Let's get this right. Let's get this started. Let's spark something up. Yeah, I like this. This is gonna be all right. You know I gotta have a cigar conversation while I'm talking about cars, right? A lot of people ask me, like, what you smoking on? For all my cigar lovers, this is an infused cigar. I believe this is vanilla cognac. It's different. It's an acquired taste. But for right now, it'll do. We're gonna do something a little heavier tonight. I think we're gonna go Maduro tonight, for real, because there's some old school whiskey that I want to blend it with, and we're gonna take care of that tonight. But let's stay on topic, because we could talk about some whiskey and some cigars all day, and that'll be a whole different episode. The 2015 428 4 Series BMW. Now, we all know that BMWs have never had the greatest reputation when it comes to reliability, and for good reason, right? They break a lot. They do. You know what I'm saying? I've had a few. I'm still working on the 740 IL in the back right there. That's my collector's piece, though. That's gonna be ready for the shows. DJ Envy will be at your car show next year. Trust me. But I understand. They had a lot of bad parts in the beginning. If you're from the E46 generation, or if you're from the E39 generation, it was a lot of plastic parts on BMWs, and they broke. You know, British Motor Works, they great company, love the cars, but yeah, they broke a lot. They break down, but very, very, very fun cars to drive. Very, very, very. Oh man, how can I say? They give you an experience, and it's a driving experience. It depends on what you're looking for. If you're going for Mercedes, you're looking for more of a luxury experience, performance second. If you're looking for a BMW, you're looking for the performance, luxury second, and that's honest. That's the way it has to be. Now, with this, let's go over my 2 years of ownership, what it costs to maintain this car, and anything bad that's happened to it. And anything that's not bad, obviously, is good. So let's go over that. Now, I've had the car for 2 years. You have to be honest with yourself and say the biggest thing that you want to do is pre-maintenance. You want to jump on anything that's going to happen ahead of time so you don't have to worry about it, right? Now, maintenance-wise, it's been great. I don't have any major complaints on this car maintenance-wise. Oil changes, I literally do probably like 2 oil changes a year. Sometimes I do 3 because I drive a lot. Like 2020, I had to do at least 3 oil changes because I drove the car all 2020 because of the pandemic, because nobody was flying. So I drove the car anywhere and everywhere. So, but most of the time, you only have to do 2 oil changes a year. You could do 7,000 miles on this car on 1 oil change. I still tell people to do 5, but you could do about 7 if you really want to with 1 oil change. Now, the same problem that I had a year ago is a problem that I'm still seeing occurring once you do a lot of miles on the car in a day. When I say a lot of miles, I'm talking about 15, not 15, I'm talking about 500 to 500 or more, like if you're going out of town. And that would absolutely have to be the transmission offsetting not correctly. The downshifting part actually becomes a problem when you at a red light. You'll feel that little jerk, you'll feel that little umph, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody tapped you in the back. And nobody touched you, nobody's there. It's because the offset of when the car is downshifting is not realizing that it's at a full stop just yet. So when you come to a full stop, it will just be like, stop. A second and a half later, I feel like the car is trying to jump. Now, they told me at BMW that was because I changed the wheels on the car. These are 19s. The car actually came with 17s. So when you change the wheels on the car, the transmission and the computer for the transmission does not realize that these wheels are heavier. So the transmission is made and actually programmed to the wheels and the size and the air PSI for the wheels that it comes with stock. So when you put new wheels on, the car has to realize that these wheels are bigger and it takes more to stop and it takes more to rotate. So rotating is just shifting, upshifting, downshifting. So it takes more. So the computer doesn't realize that and it can offset it. So that's something that I knew about. But funny about it is after you don't drive the car for like a year, a year. After you don't drive the car for about a day or two, it stopped and it goes back to whatever it was. You know, these cars are very funny cars computer-wise because the bottom line is you can see a glitch, and a glitch may happen, whether it's your info system, whether it could be anything. A glitch could happen, and all of a sudden, you don't drive the car for a while, and the glitch stops for like a day or so. No more glitch. You gotta say hi to your neighbors, you know? So no more glitch. So it's funny, the cars are real funny like that, man, computer-wise. Not just BMWs, a lot of cars, Audis, Mercedes, their computers are just, it's you don't know, man, they sensitive, you know. But maintenance-wise, I haven't had a lot to do. I can't say that this car has been killing me on maintenance because it hasn't. This car is a road warrior. I can officially stamp it as a road warrior car because you could drive this car anywhere. You could just literally keep this car on the highway and it's gonna go. The biggest thing I look for is reliability. I turn the car on, it starts. I put it in drive, it stay in drive. I put it in reverse, it stay in reverse. You know, that's what I look for. You know, now, the things that I would say to be mindful of, once again, is your pre-maintenance and your getting your car diagnostically tested every 6 months to a year to make sure there's nothing that is going to happen, you know, because BMWs are known, oil leaks, very much so. I have been fortunate. There have not been any oil leaks on this car. There have not been any coolant leaks on this car. Nothing like that, which I'm surprised about because I was expecting an oil leak within the first 6 to 8 months of owning it. I said, BMWs, they just leak oil. It's whatever their cylinders are that they use, it's never been great for the last 15, 20 years, right? So you know when you drive away, it's gonna be something under the damn car leaking all the time. This one, none. Just had the car serviced, and they ran through everything with me and no oil leaks. The only things I really have to do right now is change my tires. We need new tires. But I can't be mad. I put these tires on this car 2 years ago. So these things you have to be mindful of. Brakes, pads, rotors, that's on you. You have to change your brakes, your pads, your rotors. I'm going into my second year with this one, so this year, these brake pads and these rotors are gonna get changed. Not because they actually need to be, but because I know they should be. So I don't have to worry about it when the day comes and they start squeaking and I'm like, damn, I could have changed it a long time ago, but I didn't. So be mindful of that. Change your brake pads, your rotors. That's just pre-maintenance, the life of the car. The biggest thing more than anything is to keep that oil changed when it's time to change it, okay? Because you will see the biggest difference in the car, the way it rides, the way it idles. You will see the biggest difference in the world once you actually change that oil in the car. You have to change it, you know? It idles completely different. When it tells you it's time to do a change the oil. You won't be sorry, trust me. Yes, the oil change is $100 or better. Some places $140. it's worth it. You got to use full synthetic oil in these cars. You can't use regular oil. So since you can't use regular oil, you can't complain about it. You have to use full synthetic. There's no way to get around it. You have to use 93 octane in this vehicle. I'm not telling you that you can't put 91. I'm telling you it's not smart to use anything else but 93, in my personal opinion, in these cars. Now, this is a 4-cylinder twin turbo, and horsepower-wise, she's still under 200 horses. But the offset of that is what you get on the gas mileage. You get, man, let me tell you, I could drive this car from right here. I can drive this car from Georgia all the way to the Bronx, New York on 2 tanks of gas. Two tanks of gas from here to the Bronx. Easily, from here to Harlem, 2 tanks of gas, without question. And on 93, you keep this car in eco mode on the highway, and you'll be surprised. It feel like the needle never moves. It feel like it never moves. Put it on cruise control, and you're gone. Just go ahead, you know what I mean? Go ahead. And it's such a light car compared to a few of my other cars that's so much heavier that it gives you the performance that you're looking for once you take it out of eco mode and you put it in sports mode. Now, if you really want to drive this car and make this car scream and give you that boost you're looking for, you put it in sport mode. Don't take off the traction control, just put it in sport mode. You know what I mean? And you'll see a whole difference in car. The suspension tightens up. It feels like the car lowers just a little bit on its own. I don't believe it does, but it just feels like it does. But the suspension and the steering tightens up completely, and all of a sudden you are truly driving a coupe. You just turned a regular daily driver coupe into a sports car out of nowhere. Twin turbo, 4-cylinder though. You know, I like my 6s and I like my 8s. I like 6s and I like 8-cylinder cars. I like big cylinders, but that's just my generation. But 4-cylinder, and I do not regret it, because this right here, this car will take you anywhere you want to go, man. I feel confident I could get in this car right now and drive to Cali if I felt like it. 3 days and go straight without it, no breaking down, no overheating, none of that, none of it. New tires before I leave, but I'm not doing that. But just saying, I feel very confident in it. So there's a lot of people that have this generation, and check the forums out, the BMW forums, and you'll see everything that I'm saying to be factual. But we're gonna take it out on the road a little while, and we're gonna drive it, and we're gonna go through it. Stick with me right here, Cars, Golf, and Cigars, and the Harlems right here, the white with the chrome. I can't get, listen, I'm gonna always plug what I do because I'm so proud of these right here. It makes you feel real different when you're wearing your own brand. I live my brand, people, and I tell you that all the time. I am Cars, Golf, and Cigars every day. I am Fearless Ambition every day. From whatever I got on my body down to my socks, down to my feet. So stick with me, and let's take it out. Come on, let's go have a good time. Well, we're getting started on this one right here. I know a lot of people have hit me up in the comment section. They kept asking me about the other cars. So just so y'all know, yes, the project cars are still working on them. I'm still working on them. The 740's right there. It's coming together. She's gonna be at paint soon. I'm ready to paint and do the new windshield. And after she get painted up, and I'm gonna do a new kit on it. I'm gonna definitely do some kind of sports kit on the front, nothing too low. And the wheels are in the back. So she will be sitting on something pretty. All right across from her. The Z is ready for paint. The Z is ready for paint also. She's almost ready for the street. So as soon as everything comes back for the Z, I got maybe 2 or 3 more parts I'm waiting on. Then we're gonna send her off, get her painted up, get her tagged up, and I just wanna do the upholstery over, and then she's gonna be ready. But yeah, the projects are definitely still being worked on. And I got a new project that I'm working on as well that's gonna go along with this generation Z. All right, but we'll talk about that on another episode. Stick with me, y'all. Okay, now we inside the 432. Now this is something that I do have a problem with, but it's a small thing. It says right there, emergency call malfunction, SOS, which is actually this piece right here. And what that is just the fact of, it looks serious, but what it is just a battery. The battery that actually controls that is in the back of the vehicle. Now that battery itself is about $80 to $90 to change. It's $80, $90 for the battery, another $130 to change it from BMW. So that's something that we definitely have to address, because without that, you can't use your SOS if anything happens and you want to, let somebody know it's an emergency. And also, it doesn't. That battery also controls the auto stop and start feature, which will be right here on that button. So without that battery being changed, that feature is no longer available. But these are not things that actually really mess with the car itself. You're not going to get any performance problems out of it. It's basically letting you know that battery needs to be changed, and that's basically what it is. All right, stick with us. Now, like I always said, sorry about that. Gotta have your cigar. Like I've always said, BMWs is performance first, luxury second, right? So comfortability wise, it's not bad. No, it's not going to give you the same comfortability that a more upgraded one would give you. Now, if you're looking for the upgraded one, then I would definitely tell you to go into a 5 Series. If you're just looking for comfort and you're not worrying about the performance, go to comfort. Just go to the 5 Series. You know what I mean? Even the new 6s, very great cars. Big shout out to my man Sterling Saunders, who I actually bought this car from BMW Gwinnett 2 years ago. And that's probably the gentleman I'm going to buy my next BMW from, because that's my man right there. So big shout out to him and everybody over there at Gwinnett BMW. But what you would get from this is the one thing that I was looking for, and that was great gas mileage. But at the same time, I'm a driver. I hate things to be boring when it comes to cars, unless I have a boring car and that's all I really want it for, you know what I mean? But I hate things to be boring. I want performance when it comes to a car. That's what I want. So at least make me feel like we performing. You know what I'm saying? So let's take her out. Let's see what she does. Let's have a good time, and let's not get no tickets. Yeah. So we already put her in sport mode. At this light, not the light at the stop sign, we're gonna switch it over so you see what I mean. So we're gonna switch it, and that's in comfort. Let's put it in sport. Let's have a good time. Oh shit, look at that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. Hell yeah. Let's get it. Now I also have to say, it does have a quality backup camera. I wouldn't say it's the best backup camera. This particular vehicle does not come with the sensors in the back, which I wish it did, but not really necessary if you know what you're doing. But it has a quality backup camera. Quality. Let's switch it back. We're still in sports mode. Actually, a lot of people who have this vehicle don't drive this car in any other mode. They sports mode it all day, all night, and I guess you could. And maybe I should. Let's go. Oh, hell yeah. Don't drive fast through school zones, people. I'm not trying to lead you in the wrong direction here. But once you get past that school zone and you see a clear view, go for it. Whoa! Oh! Only on Cars, Golf, and Cigars, people. You gotta love it. This is the reason why I really do like this car, because for a 4-cylinder vehicle, it gives you the kind of power that it probably really shouldn't give you, but it really does. Oh man. You're gonna get one more rip out of it after this stop sign. Let's get it. Oh! Oh! I think that's a little bit too much fun. Oh man. Listen, I appreciate y'all. Keep watching the channel. Tell everybody about Cars, Golf, and Cigars. I'm your man, Kadon Sterling. Hey, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Tell everybody about what we doing here. Because if you love cars, and we do. If you love cigars, and we do. If you love golf, and we do. This is the only channel you need to be at. All right? I thank y'all again for watching.